Okay, this is Coach Dez here. We're going to talk about the first NFC Championship game, which is Sunday. The 49ers versus the Rams. Now, I got the board set up. This is just based on the playoffs. What happened and what occurred in the playoffs. So, let me step out so I can point everything out. Okay. The 49ers defense, they have a strong defense, except for they are weak when it says passing to the right. This is passing to the right. As you can see, they give up more yardage per carry in the first quarter, the second quarter, and the fourth quarter. They average 16 yards per quarter. Now, they also passing down the middle. They give up in the 15 yards in the first quarter, 15 yards in the third quarter. They average 11 yards per carry in the four quarters. They also give up passing to the left. In the second quarter, they give up 12 yards per carry. Third quarter, they give up 13 yards per carry. So they're averaging about 9 yards per carry. The defense has got to get together, because you cannot give up that many yards and not think that. And I know what they're doing. If you look at their sacks, see, look at the sacks. They get more sacks in the second, third, and fourth quarter. So they're averaging about 5 sacks per game, and that is the 2 playoffs game. Same way, they got 1 interception, but I don't see them getting an interception this Sunday. As well as fumbles, they got 4 fumbles, which they're probably going to get 2. Now the Rams offense, as you can see, they like to they get more rushing from the left. In the first quarter, they average 10.6 yards per carry. But if you look at that down the middle, passing down the middle, that's their strongest side. They average 18.5 yards per carry in the first quarter, 33 yards per carry in the second quarter, and 36.5 yards in the fourth quarter. So they're averaging 22 yards per carry per quarter. That's where the 49ers are going to lose this game at, because they give up yardage passing to the right and down the middle. So if I was the Rams, if I want to beat them, that's the way I would do it. Because if you look at passing to the right, they're averaging 17.8 yards per carry in the third quarter and 11.3 yards per carry in the fourth quarter. But I'm afraid of is the interceptions, because eventually when you throw the ball that many times, you're bound to throw interceptions. So I am also worried about sacks. As you can see, they have been sacked and 4 times. So he's going to have 2 sacks this Sunday, as well as 2 fumbles. So let's look at the defense and see what we can do about the defense on the Rams and the offense on the 49ers, and how they can win this game or lose this game. So, as you can see, the 49ers offense is they have a strong running game in the third quarter, and a lot of times they're leading, so that's why. So in the third quarter, rushing right, they average 13.3 points per yards per carry. And if you come down some, you'll see that rushing left is a little strong for them too. But they are strong in passing left and right. As you can see, left in the first quarter, they average 14.3 yards per carry, 15 yards per carry in the second quarter, 10.5 yards per carry in the third quarter. And they don't do that much passing in the fourth quarter because they have a lead. So there's no need for them. But what I am worried about is the sacks. If you look at that, they have 4 sacks in these 2 games. So I do see him getting 2 sacks. He getting sacked twice on Sunday and throwing an interception. You got to control the ball, okay? Same way with the Rams. If you look at the Rams defense, they don't give up many yards except for on the passing to the right and the passing down the middle. Now, if you look at passing down the right, they give up 14 yards per carry in the per passing in the second quarter, and then 29 yards down the middle per carry in the first quarter, 23 yards per carry in the third quarter, and passing to the left, they give up 12.7 yards. So if you look at that, the Rams cannot stop the passing game. And they, as you can see, they like to pass. That's not correct. Don't worry about that down the middle. But sacks. Look at the number of sacks he's had. In 2 games, so you're going to get sacked twice, as well as 1 interception and 1 fumble. Y'all got to control the ball. So I'm going to come out and throw you some numbers real quick. So now, this wasn't easy to do. Okay. Now, y'all know each other very well because y'all played each other twice, in week 10 and in week 18. Now, in the first game, you've had 4 touchdowns. You had 1. There was 182 yards passing. There was, or was that 100 and anyway, I'll get this together. Oh yeah, 152 yards rushing. So your main person, I don't want to try to name no names. He caught 3 catches. His longest was 21. The one down the middle had 5 catches. His longest was 18. And the other one is 5 catches for the longest was 40. You had 39 solo tackles and 37 was the longest field goal you had. Now over here, they had 243 yards passing, 52 yards rushing, 37 solo tackles, 50 yards was the longest field goal, and your one person had 2 catches for 13 yards was the longest play. You've got to depend on this person more. They put this team together so that they can have a better outcome in winning. And then week 18, now I don't know if that was a game you decided you didn't want to play. I don't know. I can't say. But there was 3 touchdowns. 316 yards passing, 135 yards rushing, 238 yards passing, 64 yards rushing. So this is what I see, just so you know. This is what's going to happen on Sunday. The Rams, they average 27.6 points per game. They give up 21.6. 49ers average 23.8 points per game. They give up 20.6. I see 120 yards rushing, 324 yards passing. 151 yards rushing, 151 yards passing. I see each of them doing 3 touchdowns each. Let's just say your main carrier, the one that you like to go down the middle here, he will have 5 catches. His longest will be 45 yards. If you go to this man like you should go to him, he will have the longest catch will be 24 yards. I know y'all use him as a scapegoat or just to tease the team, but anyway, the longest field goal yard, I do see both of them are familiar with each other. So 49ers will have the longest field goal it will be 45 yards. But Rams will have the solo tackle, and they will have a 43 solo tackles. Now, again, these sacks, I see that happening. The fumbles and the interception, I see that happening. So because of that, I see the Rams winning this game by 3. With that being said, peace out.